everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Louis Perrin, aka Knife Things. So today we're gonna be trying a bit more weaponry because as of right now, there's just not much to this, and we're probably gonna try to add some enemies, hopefully. That and also I'm gonna try to figure out a morph suit for it so that way we fit into the grid. Other than that, let's get started. So I might not even record for that long, but I'm definitely going to continue working on this afterwards. But I might just show you only the little bits that I do. But yeah, so we'll see. Because honestly, I don't really know what else I'm going to do with this map. I don't know what else I could do. So it already is pretty good enough. Though the only bit that kind of annoys me are the colorations of some of the ships. Because you have the orange motorcycles here, but then these ships are the red from Tron Ares, so it's weird. Anyways, so let's see how the testing goes. So I need to see how the weapons work. Okay, so let's try that again. Fail to invoke moderation service. The hell? Resolve, go to files, go to game settings. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay. Okay. Starter pack. Shit. I think I got rid of this side. Where the hell's my mouse? There it is. I think that should be good. First, I need to do something. Supposed to work. Let's task. These don't even work. So they're stuck to the ground. Jeez. Okay, let's see about these ones. And then I need to start working on enemies. Come on. Pretty sure that one's not gonna work, but we'll see. Nope. Okay, you know what? Alright. I don't have much high hopes. Okay, so not this. And not this. Okay. Alright, let me see which ones I still have. This is the one I didn't find. try this. I need something that's more. Let's test. What the? Alright. Okay. I hear. Let my mute. Let's try this. Oh God, concern. Guessing all of them do that. lose my sanity. Right? No. Nope. I'm scared. See the old rifle, laser gun. What the hell is this? Alarm? Laser mini game. Mini. Huh. Oh, trust that. So 2 laser guns. Let's go. Okay, might just work on weapons today and then tomorrow figure out what else I'm gonna work on. God. Finally, Jesus, Ace, please. Where the hell am I? This is pissing me off. Very much so. No, I just want to find like good weapons. Is that so hard? Well, it shouldn't be. I don't have high hopes. No, kill me. Kill me. No. Alright. I'm not excited. Very explosive. There is a way to fix it. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now you. What do we got the exact same thing? Hang on. Ugh. So I literally just got the exact same gun. Okay. God, this is. Why is it so hard to find decent weaponry? That isn't like glitchy. Okay. What? I'm keeping it. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, um, okay. I think that's good. So, I'm gonna start planning. Let me see if I can find any enemies. This looks more like Power Rangers. Same with this. Oh, well, that's like the what the heck? Oh, nope. Power Rangers. Okay. Holy. Okay. Streets crawl with progress. Watch yourself out there. Streets crawl with progress. What is this? It's not bad. Very nice. Alright, let's see. Hey, you. Yeah.
Are you doing senior rec?
Yeah.
Nice to see you, my love of my life.
Where the heck am I? Okay, let me figure this out. Where am I? Is there a second spawn pad over there? Okay, there they are. They're all there. So what am I walking? I think I figured out what's up. Yeah, thought so. That explained a lot. Okay. Now let's try it again. I gotta fix that. Yay. That's just there. What the? Oh, that's from that. They're still falling, some of them. That's why. It's because the road is still broken. There we go. Oh! What the heck? There's more of you guys? Hello, Mr. Jace.
Hello, Mr. Louis. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Alright, I have 2 weeks before finals, so
Look.
we have 2 full weeks remaining. In fact, I did one of my finals early 2 days ago, which actually surprised me.
Ha.
Yeah, I managed to pass the class, the technology class, so I'm good. I actually did pretty okay on the test, despite me literally barely studying at all.
Nice.
79% on the test.
Hey, there you go.
Well, this is just the beginning, by the way, so I still have more to go down the line.
Fair.
Yeah.
But then again, if it was only one test, it would be that easy.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it crazy to know about it's Christmas is in 20 days already?
Yeah.
Like, it was like December 1st, felt like it was yesterday, but now it's already the 5th. And Christmas is already 20 days away.
Yeah.
This is like the weirdest moments we arrive. Like when you realize that you don't notice Christmas too much until you realize how many days are left.
This is
Like,
true.
I literally went to a Christmas event without even thinking about how close Christmas really was yesterday. So this is just weird. And tomorrow's gonna be interesting as well because tomorrow's gonna be my sister's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Well, she's not gonna do much because around a month ago, or more than a month ago,
Well, not exactly by herself, but like just you guys.
And just kind of I guess. This is gonna be across the outside now. Yeah, I might have another it's gonna
Have you heard of RoboSen? RoboSen? They're a company that makes self-transforming robots.
Oh.
And they just came out with Starscream. Or not Starscream, Soundwave, sorry.
Oh. Oh, then we might check it out. So yeah. But do you know what platforms this actually can be used on? With the 2.4 retro dongle, it can be played with PS1 and 2. Or Switch. And 2.4 USB dongle as well, so you can play with since Bluetooth, you also connect to your PC. So that's a total of 5.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, PS1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
That is insane. Like, that's already much for this controller. Remember, this is the pro version of the original Defender, by the way. So, in this controller, if you heard me say it, it has dual mode, which means you have the choice of either 2.4 or Bluetooth if you want. Like, if you want to 2.4 and Bluetooth, that 2.4 has a better connection through a dongle, which means less latency. The only problem with 2.4 though is that since it always comes with a dongle, so if you lose the dongle, then your controller doesn't want to do 2.4 without the dongle. But with Bluetooth, on the other hand, it's universal and doesn't require a dongle, so it's pretty easy to connect on a bunch of devices if you want. The only problem is that since it's universal, it has higher latency and lower bandwidth. So you either get the choice of the 2.4 Bluetooth on this controller. Yeah, and also this controller also has Hall effect joysticks, which means no drift whatsoever.
Interesting.
Yeah, Retro Fighters is known for their controllers, surprisingly. I actually own one of their controllers. It's called the Battler GC Pro, which I told you about. And that controller was already great on its own. Like, it's basically, they're already making pro versions of their controllers already. Have you ever heard their controller, the Brawler 64?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, even if you don't, they're actually making a pro version of it again as well. Another pro version. That is really awesome. However, when I actually viewed the Brawler 64 Pro, I noticed that it's not as much of an upgrade. And yes, there is Hall effect sticks, which is cool, and there's interchangeable faceplates. And guess what? The analog gate on the joystick actually fits well, which is actually the original gate for the N64. But the only problem is that it only has 2.4 and no Bluetooth. So you can't really play with the Switch without the dongle. You're gonna have to play either wired or through the dongle if you want. No Bluetooth. So yeah, in fact, and we realized with the main three consoles is that they actually use Bluetooth for their technology. So that's why the PS5 and Xbox and Nintendo controllers have Bluetooth.
Interesting.
Yeah, Retro Fighters has been known to release a lot of good controllers recently that you didn't realize. Is that this month, they actually, it's actually coming to Amazon on the 10th, by the way. Is that, it's called the Hunter 360, which is a Xbox 360 controller. And, yeah, Retro Fighters stylized. Yeah, so far for Retro Fighters, the quality's been doing great this past year or two. In fact, they even got to release an accessory for the Switch 2 and Switch 1. It's actually going to be called the Battle Dock. Yeah, the Battle Dock, it literally is an accessory for your Switch 1 or 2 dock. And it has GameCube ports on it. So you can connect it with the GameCube controller that way to your Switch when you're playing in TV mode.
Not bad.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty fitting because it actually comes different colors and interchangeable faceplates too if you want to switch. The only problem about some of these projects that Retrofires has is that in order for these projects to happen, which I think is kind of stupid in my opinion, is through Kickstarter. If you do not know what Kickstarter is, it's basically a funding or donation platform. And in order for these projects to happen by Retrofighters, you have to donate to their projects. In fact, a lot of people have to donate in order to make these projects happen. Because if they don't, then these projects get canceled.
Ah.
In fact, this already happened to one of their projects. For the original Hunter controller, they released the 2.4 version, but not Bluetooth. But there was a plan that they're going to release a Bluetooth version, which was revealed later, but unfortunately it did not get enough funding, so it was canceled after 2 weeks. Which is a shame, because I think I would have gotten that controller if there was even a Bluetooth dongle, but no.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, this was unfortunately going through for Retrofighters, but at least their most recent projects are getting recognition on Kickstarter. So you should expect more controllers released later on. In fact, I think they're even releasing more colors for the Battler GC Pro as well. There's going to be a red, blue, and orange. Like, wow.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm honestly excited for Retrofighters' upcoming controllers later down the line. I might even get the Defender Pro because my parents are even considering getting a used PS3 someday.
I mean, technically, they could ask me if they wanted to, because I have a PS3. I don't necessarily use it as much.
You realize that we're in Missouri, right? Like, you're gonna kind of either have to mail it to us or who knows what.
I could do that. It's not that hard. I just would need to know your mailing address.
Well, I mean, sure, but then again, it's your PS3, so...
Fair enough.
I did saw your PS3, though, and to my surprise, you actually got the first model of the PS3 right there. So, at least in my opinion, you should still at least keep it, because I think it's the most expensive model you have.
Okay.
Yeah, because I recommend you keep it. You know why? The original model, for what I've heard, is the best model yet. Because for what this thing can do is that I'm pretty sure there's 4 USB ports. They can play not only its own, but it can play PS1 and 2. And it's also a Blu-ray player as well.
Well, I don't know, because I think I tried to do PS2 games. I don't think it works, but maybe that's just, maybe I just, I don't know. I think I did try to do PS2 games and it didn't work.
Well, even if it doesn't, then I'm pretty sure, I know all models play PS1 as well, so if you have a PS1 game, if you can try getting one, then it should 100% work, because two PS2 games, they only work with the original bulky model. Oh yeah, speaking of bulky, is that before PS5 and Xbox Series X came out, the PS3 was hold record for the most heaviest console.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that thing was heavy. When I saw your PS3, I was surprised. Like, you need to get like a separate bag just to bring in.
I probably would.
Remember the game club back in our junior year? You bought it out to advertise the club, and yeah, you need to get like a separate bag for it.
Well, it's also because I brought other stuff.
Yeah, but that thing like took a lot of space alone, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, even more interesting enough though, with the controller variants, is that, hold on, do you play the PS3 with the bundle controller, or you have a bunch of controllers that you can play on the PS3?
I have 2 controllers. One that's like the more classic, and then another one that's more I don't know how to describe it.
Alright. Hold on. Do you have the controller bundled with it though, or is the 2 controllers you have there are bought separately?
I think they were bundled with it.
Man, you got 2. Alright, so by looking at it, since you got the first model, I'm pretty sure you got the 6-axis controller. Which, if you don't know, it's basically just the PlayStation controller, both motion controls. It became the first, by the way. You know
Ah.
the only problem with it though?
Hmm.
There's no rumble.
That's funny, because the one I have has rumble.
Yeah, you have the original 6-axis controller, which sucks. In fact, Sony almost got into a lawsuit because it would have costed much more if it had rumble in it. So instead of calling it the DualShock 3, it's just called the 6-axis controller.
Ah.
Yeah, it went from DualShock 1, 2, and you may think 3 would come at launch, but no, it's 6-axis. DualShock 3 came out in 2008, 2 years after PS3 release. And that had rumble. That's pretty much the only difference between DualShock 3 and 6-axis. So the original, you do have 6-axis, which kind of sucks.
Alright, well
Yeah.
listen, I'm gonna let you go because I'm finishing up Senior X and I gotta end my video because I'm already at 1 hour and 15.
Alright.
So peace.
Alright, well, peace out and wish you luck, by the way.
Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. That was kind of unexpected, a call from Jace. But yeah, so, sorry. I've also been very quiet. I just realized that. So, I apologize. Anyway, so let me just discuss what I kind of just did. So, I kind of was just running through, and I realized some things, which is, two things. One, I just found the morphs for the Tron suit, which is really nice. Now I can get rid of all these, like, fake ones. I'm gonna keep Tron here just because I like it. And why not? It's Tron. I think I'll keep the starter character because I don't mind it. I'll also see if it lets me morph into it. I'm getting rid of this. I'll keep the actual, like, realistic one because that looks sick. But yeah, so I have 2 morphs. I also spawned in a few light cycles to kind of give it that effect of, like, the race, in a sense. And then I have this new one, which I'm going to test out. And then another thing I did was I spawned in a bunch of programs. Now, if you don't know, this world has 2 things called programs and users. Users are fleshlings like us humans who go into the grid. And programs are cybernetic programs who follow commands. And these act as enemies. The one thing I hate about them is that they try to attack each other. That's very annoying. And it does make it quite hard, especially when trying to work with the fact that, like, there's supposed to be working together. So it just makes it quite annoying that they try to fight each other. And then I also realized that this is here. So this is Rinzler, which I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize that was Rinzler. The only issue I have with this is that just extra disc. There wasn't the extra disc just floating there. I wouldn't mind it. So here's my plan. I'm gonna try and see if I can get rid of that extra disc. Where'd you go? There we go. Okay, let me. There we go. I just want to delete that disc. It won't let me. So let me see if I can find Rinsler. Nope. What's this? What is this? Oh, cool. It's like the car. Very cool. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's cool. See, like the different colors. Let me see if I can find just Rinsler. A Ghost Rider. That's kind of cool. What is this? Who the heck? Who are you? Don't know. Goodbye. Why is he so small? Is there like a way to that works. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. So I just added, I made this, so now it's a singular Rinsler with the programs all over, patrolling the city, and then we have our little sanctuary here with Tron and Tron. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this. No, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this, and then we'll have our singular Tron. The starter character I'm keeping, and then we have our Tron Morphers. But yeah, alright, so thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.